Okay, so here's the challenge. 50 bucks, and I want to see if I can make enough money to get this iPhone, which was $600 for free. The idea is I'm going to be purchasing things on either Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp and seeing if I can sell them on either OfferUp, Facebook, or eBay for a profit. So basically you buy something for 100 bucks, you sell it for 200 bucks, you keep the $100 profit, now we have $200 to play with. So we're gonna start with 50 bucks and we're gonna see how much money we can build up. This is a really long and fun video. I hope you enjoy it. So sit back, I would encourage you to get a drink and maybe some type of snack and enjoy the video. It's really fun. And we'll see how much we can get to. Make your predictions in the comment section, and I bet you're probably wrong. Thank you for watching, and let's start the video. All right, I have my lovely assistant on the camera. Lovely assistant, it's my wife. So I found my first computer that I'm going to flip. It is an Apple G4 Cube with a CRT monitor, and I think he's throwing in an additional MacBook Pro G4, MacBook, whatever. So here it is, it's this right here. I'm gonna go pick that up for 50 bucks, and these things, a working Mac G4 Cube goes for like 200 bucks on eBay. Plus I have the monitor and the MacBook that goes with it. So I'm thinking I might be able to get somewhere around 300 bucks, but I'll be happy with like 100. So hopefully I can get somewhere in between those two. And then I'll be able to take that money and hopefully buy something that's a little bit more expensive, starting from 50 bucks, and we can work this all the way up to $600. That way I get my iPhone 11 for free, and then I beat Apple. Okay, so I'm here. I'm in the parking lot waiting for the guy. He said he's gonna be here in just 5 minutes. So I'll talk to you after I get the computer. All right, so I just got the computer and it's right there. You can see it. Oh my gosh, it's actually a really cool looking computer and a huge CRT monitor. He also threw in, I put it right here. He also threw in, look at this, an old I think a G4 MacBook. I don't know if it works, but this, even if broken, could still be worth like 15, 20 bucks to somebody. So I think with this 15, 20 bucks, the monitor for like 80 and the computer for like maybe like 150 or 200, I'm thinking we might be able to get somewhere like close to 300 bucks for all this stuff, which would be an insane flip. So I will go home, list this on eBay, and I will check back in when that stuff is either selling or sold. Okay, so I just got home. My puppy's looking at it too. Here it is. It's all plugged in and it's working. Excuse the mess, I just moved in. Look at that. I've never ever owned one of these. This is the sharpest, coolest looking computer I've ever seen. And this monitor, I'm probably gonna sound like an idiot, but it literally doesn't need power. I think it pulls power through the DVI. I'm not really sure how, I think it's a CRT monitor. I'm not really sure how those work. I'm sure some people will tell me how they work in the comment section, but it's working. So I'm gonna grab some pictures of this in a nicer setting that's not on the ground. I just wanted to see if it works confirmed, and I will post it, and then we will check back in when it sells. Okay, sorry for the outfit. I know I never, ever wear anything like this on the channel, but I promised my wife that we'd be going on a fancy date tonight because we paid off all of our debt. So that's what we're doing tonight. But like I said, always remember your ABFs. Always be flipping. So I'm actually meeting the guy that I sold the Mac G4 to. I sold it on eBay, but he's a local guy. He's meeting me there to come pick it up. And he bought it for $350. I'm not lying. You should see the screenshots here. 350 bucks after fees and everything. I'm gonna get 303 bucks. So I'm up $253 at the moment. I couldn't believe I sold it not only for that much, but also that quickly. I think that these things may have been even more valuable than I thought they were. I probably should have listed them for more money, but obviously I'm happy with it. The guy's gonna be happy getting this super cool computer. I mean, it's obviously a super cool computer, but I didn't think it was worth that much money. So then after that, we have $303 to play with. And I found these two Apple Cinema displays on Facebook Marketplace. The guy hasn't responded yet, but he responded earlier today. He's asking 350 bucks for them right now. They're two 27-inch cinema displays in the box, which is really nice. And I think I can get it for 300. I'm imagining if I say 300 cash, I can meet tonight, then he'll be willing to do it. And those are worth, I mean, almost 300 bucks by themselves on eBay. So we'll have to see if he wanted 350 for the pair, 350 for per the each. I'm not really sure. I'm waiting for him to respond. But if we could do that, then I can sell those, and after fees, I'll be at about 450 bucks, I think. So hopefully we can get that, but I will check in with you once we give the guy the computer, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up those Apple Cinema displays sometime in the next couple days. All right, so everything is loaded up in the car. Here's the Mac G4, power supply, keyboard, mouse, and monitor. I'm leaving now to go meet the guy, and hopefully the guy with the cinema displays responds. Okay, so it's official. I got the guy two 27-inch Apple Cinema display monitors for $300. He was initially asking $550, then dropped it all the way down to $350. And since he's moving, I said $300, and he said sure. So I still have $303.53 available. So this will take basically all of that. With the expected profits here, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to sell both for $270 a piece. So that's 540 bucks times 0.87, which would be knocking off an additional, that comes out to like 70 bucks. So we're looking at probably somewhere in the $470 to $450 range, in that ballpark. I'm thinking that's how much I'm going to have left over, which gets us just about $150 away from the $600 goal of this phone. And then hopefully we can find some more things to flip. So I'm going to go there now and pick them up, and I will see you when I get them. Okay, so I just picked up both LED cinema displays. One of them is right there, the other one's in the trunk. Little bit of a problem. That guy was a smoker. So I'm gonna clean these up as best I can, and I'll probably just put that in the listing that I post on eBay, that they might smell smoke, but I'll see. I've opened these up before. They're actually pretty easy to work with. They're really easy to work with, actually. The front screen just pops off its magnets, and then it's just a few screws. So hopefully it's not too difficult to work with, and maybe I can get it clean and nobody will ever know it's a smoker. But that's kind of what you get sometimes when you buy stuff locally. I should have asked. That's kind of my mistake, but I didn't. So I'm not super worried about it. I think it's going to be all okay. So we'll check back in when I'm cleaning these things. Okay, so I wanted to provide you with a little bit of an update. I picked these up at 6 o'clock last night. It's now only the next day, 22 hours later, and one of them has already sold. I was able to get $269 off of eBay. The guy paid 69 bucks for shipping. I just printed the label out with all the measurements for the boxes and everything, and it turns out that I actually kind of overcharged him by 30 bucks on the shipping, which kind of stinks for him, but it's kind of okay for me. I mean, obviously I didn't want to do that, but the shipping charges were originally saying that was going to cost people 250 bucks, and I knew that that wasn't correct, so I figured all I would do would just say 69 bucks. It won't be more than that. And if it was, I would just cover it, no big deal. So I was able to basically get $269 plus $69, which gets us 338 bucks times 0.87, because eBay takes like 9.9% or 10%, and then PayPal takes 2.9%. So I just multiply everything by 0.87, just so you understand how I'm getting the numbers. And I could do that in my head, but let's just do it on the calculator. Which leaves us with $294 minus the $34 for shipping, which leaves us at 260 bucks. So as of this moment right now, the money's hitting my PayPal. It's on hold. It'll take like a few days to get it out. I have $260, which is a $210 profit, and I still have one of these monitors left over, which is absolutely unbelievable. This one I'm going to sell as well. Hopefully I can get something around the same price, $269 with 69 shipping, and I could be at around $520. My goal was to be like over $450, so I really just have to sell this next one for 200 bucks. So I'm expecting to be able to get somewhere around that, and I'll be around the $500 mark, which will give us only $100 more, which I can't believe I've only done 2 deals, and I'm already only 100 bucks away. And I think I should be able to get it with the next deal. If I'm spending 500 bucks, I'm expecting to make at least 20% on basically every deal I do, which would be 100 bucks. So that'll give me up to the $600 mark. But I'm having a lot of fun, so I might not stop. I might go up to like 1,000 bucks or something. So maybe I'll say like iPhone 12 Pro Max for free. That way it's clickbaitable. All right, so I need to ship out one of these. They did both stink. They smelled really bad with like smoke, but the good news is there's just a small fan in here. So, and taking these apart is super easy. So I was able to clean them off. I have this screen cleaner, and I have some Febreze somewhere, or Windex. So I was just carefully using a paper towel, spraying it with a little bit of Windex, rubbing it. It took me like 3 hours to get these clean, basically, but it's not bad. You listen to like a podcast, you listen to a video on YouTube, just sort of in the background. So it's kind of fun, it's kind of relaxing. Plus I got this new fancy standing desk. Check this out. Pretty cool, huh? You can see what my legs look like. But this is actually really nice because I've been able to raise this up and then work on it at a much higher height, because normally I'm sitting here and my back, I'm leaning over the whole time, so this has been really nice. The legs were 169 bucks, so kind of expensive. I looked locally, but 169 bucks is the cheapest you can find, so I'm happy with that. But Anyways, let's get this last one sold, and I will see you when I'm shipping these out, and hopefully 500 bucks richer. Well, 450 minus, or 500 bucks minus 50, so 450. Okay, so it's Thursday. I still have one of the cinema displays left over. Yes, I got a haircut during this time. Life goes on, even though in the videos it seemed like it takes a few minutes. So I found something I'm pretty excited about. It's pretty late at night, and it's a work night, but so it's an iMac 2011 with an i5 processor, no hard drive, but it comes with the keyboard, trackpad, and 21.5 inch. Now, they're asking 100 bucks. They accepted my offer of 80, so I'm going to go get this. So this takes the total down from $260 with the cinema display left over down to 180 bucks. So I'm pretty happy about this. I think that it's a super easy fix. It's just missing a hard drive. These 2011 Macs are super easy to work with. You just pull the glass off, untwist like maybe 8 screws, pull up the hard drive, put a new hard drive in. I have a hard drive. I should probably include that in the cost. I'm going to just say it's 20 extra bucks, but in the reality is I had it for free. So it's a little bit different, but this will be a super easy and quick fix. I'm going to grab this tomorrow, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Okay, I'm about to go head out now. I'm in my garage. These are my books. And I'm going to go grab that iMac real quick, and then I'm going to head home. Got the iMac. I'm going to get it home, fix it up, and then we'll see how much we can sell it for. So I have the iMac here. This is it in all of its glory. This is just the box. It's in here, the box, but I got to fix it up really quick. And I think it's going to sell pretty fast. I know that people want iMacs and want Macs, and this is going to be a pretty cheap price. So I think it's going to sell for somewhere around like the 150-ish area. I'm going to ask 250, but I imagine I'm going to get talked down quite a bit. So I'm going to definitely get this fixed up, and I'll check back in with you when this thing is selling. So this is the same night that I picked up the iMac, the iMac display, the iMac computer, not the display. So I'm getting confused with all of the cinema displays and everything. And I just sold the Apple LED cinema display, the second one, on eBay for $269. Same price I got the other one for, $69 shipping. I think, again, I'm going to be basically after fees. I kind of accidentally charged a little bit more in shipping on this one, too. I just wasn't sure, because the guy that I shipped it to the first time was pretty close, so I figured I'd just leave it the same shipping. I think I'm going to get around $260, again, same with the other one. So the $260 plus the $260 gives us at $520, minus the $80 for the iMac that I purchased that was broken. That leaves us at $440, and I think I can get close to the $600 mark if I can get like $160 for the iMac, but I'm hoping I can go over that, and I have a few other deals I'm sort of looking at right now that are kind of exciting, so I'm going to get that iMac all fixed up. It's almost done now. I just had to take it off the desk to film this part of the video because it's kind of exciting that it's sold, and then I will keep you posted on when that sells. Okay, I had the iMac, I fixed it up last night. It was super easy. It took it was one of the easiest things ever. So $80. I have actually a guy that's coming to go get it today for $265. I was asking $250, and a couple of people sort of got into a little bit of a bidding war, and the guy said $265 he can meet right now, today. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it to him. He's going to come pick it up here in like an hour and a half, so I'm gonna go meet him about an hour and a half. Then we'll take a profit on this of $185, which is far more than I thought. I think in the video when I first got it, I said I was gonna make like $50 on it or $60, but this has been absolutely a great deal. I'm curious about maybe buying some more of these little older iMacs. Might need some work because this was a super easy fix. And that'll bring our total from the $260 minus the $80, I can do this all in my head, plus the $260, plus the $265, $260 from the monitor that I need to ship out still, and then the $265 from selling this. That'll bring our total to $705, which gets me the phone that I'm currently using to do the math on for free. But I actually have one more deal I think I'm interested in getting, and I want to add on to this video because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm making a lot of money, so I think I'm going to go get that deal. So I'll see you after I sell this, trade the cash, and then hopefully I can pick up that other deal, and then maybe we can make some more money. Here's the cash. Haven't done like any cash transactions. I haven't been able to count and prove anything other than the PayPal thing. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. $265, and I think I have another deal lined up for tonight. I'm kind of going crazy. I've literally been doing this now for, this is the 8th day. I have another deal lined up for a bare bones computer. It is an i5 8500 with a B360 motherboard. It's kind of ugly. It comes with a 500 gigabyte SSD, and a 500 watt power supply and a case. He wants 450, I offered him 350. He's gonna accept 350. I'm okay with this, but I have to be able to find a graphics card for relatively cheap, and I think I'm going to need a better looking case, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try and stick it out with the case I have, but if I have to buy another case, I think it's okay. I think with the right graphics card, like if I can find a GTX 1070, I think that's like a $700 or $800 computer, and if I can find a 1070 for like $200, plus the 350, that's $550 all in, $700, $150 profit. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want to do, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the pieces because I think the pieces are worth more just by themselves anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Even though we already hit the $700 mark because of taxes and then the fees, we are currently at $265 plus $260 plus $260 minus $80, which gives us to $705. And that's more than enough to cover the cost of this phone, but I think I want to go a little bit higher. I'd mentioned earlier I'm going to try and hit $1,000, but we'll see. I might cut the video here depending on how this deal goes, so I will keep you posted. Just grabbed the computer, $350 right here. Pretty good. The guy was really cool. Good deal. I'm happy about it. I'm going to try and pick up like a 1070 for $200, hopefully somewhere for that'd be $550 all in with the case and everything. I think I'll be able to sell it for like $700 or $800, but I may have to get a different case. My friend has one for $40. I think I might end up just getting that, putting it all together. I'll be all in like $600 or $590. I definitely think I'll sell it for way more than $600. So thinking about $700 or $800. Okay, so I just bought that computer like maybe an hour ago, and I was looking for a graphics card, and a GTX 1080 Ti just popped up for $400. I offered the guy 340, said I can meet you right now. Does that work? He says, okay. So I'm literally leaving. I mean, I just got home like a few minutes ago, so I'm gonna go. I just worked out and I got home, so I'm literally gonna leave again and go get the graphics card. It's like a 30-minute drive, so I should be back home in like an hour and a half, done somewhere in there, and then I'll have a full computer ready to be built and put together, and then I should be able to sell that for a lot more than I was thinking with the 1080 Ti. I mean, I may even sell the 1080 Ti by itself because it's worth like $550 right now, but with the 1080 Ti, I think I'm gonna ask somewhere in like the $1,000 price range, especially since I built this whole thing now for $700 instead of the original anticipated like $550. So I think $1,000, maybe $1,200 is a pretty fair price somewhere in there. So we'll see. Okay, so I just picked up the graphics card. Here it is. I actually still have the computer literally sitting underneath that blanket. That way nobody would steal it from me when I was at the gym. There it is. So I have this. The guy was super nice. GTX 1080 Ti. I'm super duper pumped about this. He said that after I messaged him, like 10 other people did. So I'm glad I jumped on it. He took $60 less, was really nice. He was a really good guy. So this has been a great day, busy day. It's 8 o'clock. I stopped working at 5. So, I mean, that's kind of how it goes. It's 3 hours of work. I'm gonna get home at 8:30 almost. So, I mean, that's just kind of part of it. Obviously, it's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but I think it's fun, and I definitely think it's worth it with the amount of money I've made so far. So hopefully we can put this together, have the computer built up. I'm gonna post it tonight. I'm gonna post it tonight for like $1,200, and I'm just gonna see what kind of like offers I get on it, see if anybody's really interested at that price, and if not, what I think I'm gonna do is probably sell this by itself for like $550, and then I'm going to take the profits from that, maybe buy like a $200 1070. Like, I'll have some time to find one, and then I'll post it again with the updated graphics card and sell it at that point. Okay, here's a computer all put together. It actually looks pretty cool. GTX 1080 Ti in this case with that motherboard and that CPU kind of looks ridiculous. But this is what it looks like all turned on. I mean, it's cool looking. It's got the RGB fan and this RGB little light right there. People love RGBs when buying and selling. The one problem I'm worried about is that the front panel here is not a glass panel. It's not like windowed. I think that's going to make it a lot harder to sell, especially for the price I'm asking right now. I just posted this for $1,200. I kind of doubt I get $1,200 for this thing. I think that what's the more likely scenario for me, I'm gonna pull the graphics card out of here and sell that by itself. I bought it for $360. I think I could get like $500 or $550 for it pretty easily. So I'll probably just end up doing that, take like the $100 to $200 gain on the graphics card. And then during that time, while I'm either listing this for sale or having the graphics card for sale, what I'm going to do is be looking for like a cheap windowed case, or I think my friend said he might have one, or I'm going to be looking for a GTX like 1060 or 1070. Not like a completely crap card, but something that's like a lower to mid-range at this point with the new 3 series out, those are still worth a decent amount of money, and put together in a full computer build, that's where the value is at. So I think that if I get it with a nice case and I can get a cheaper graphics card, I should be able to sell the whole thing, including the case and the graphics card. If I get both those for like $200, that'll put me all in on this computer, not including this graphics card with this part of the computer. And that'll put me all in for, what did I buy this for, $350? That'll put me all in at $550, and that's kind of the price point I like to be at, because people don't normally have $1,200 to spend on a computer. Somebody might. I might come back tomorrow and be like, oh, look at somebody bought this for $1,200. But the more likely scenario is that somebody's going to have $700, $800 to spend, as opposed to maybe $1,000 or more. I know even I'm a little bit suspect about spending $1,000 on something, especially on it used. So I definitely understand why this might not sell. We'll see. Obviously, I just posted it like an hour ago, so definitely gonna have to wait and see on that. But I will check in with you. At this moment right now, we have nothing. We have this computer, that's all we have, and like $13. So it's kind of funny how quickly this stuff can be bought and sold, but also at the same time how quickly you can spend the money. So hopefully, I mean, I know that this is worth $550 guaranteed, and the rest of this computer is worth probably at least $400, but I think it's going to be worth a lot more with a better case, and it's going to be worth a lot more with a graphic card inside of it. So I'll check in with you when this finally sells, or when I have some action on it. Okay, so lots of stuff is happening. It's the next day. I got all that stuff last night, and surprisingly, let me turn this off. It's actually sold, and I'm messaging a guy right now. He's going to give me $340 in cash and an RX 580. These cards go for anywhere from $200 to $300 on eBay. Recently sold at $300. I don't know if they're actually worth that much money. I might throw it up on eBay, see if I can get $300. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I basically got this card for free. The RX 580 is 100% free, and now I have the $350 computer that I could throw the RX 580 into, which makes it a lot more of an approachable price for somebody that's looking for sort of a cheaper computer. And I have the cash from the GTX 1080 Ti. 340 is how much I spent on it. 340 is how much I'm getting back, plus the graphics card. So anything over 350 on that computer, which I think I'll go way over, I'll make money on. I think I'll be able to get anywhere from $600 to $800 on that computer, because that's really comparable to like a 1060, and that's sort of what I was saying for a 1060 or 1070. So I'm super pumped. I'm super stoked. I'm actually meeting the guy. I was out. The FedEx is like literally right there, that building. And I brought the graphics card with me because he was messaging me before I left. So I'm going to meet with him in like 40 minutes. Then I'll head home, share the graphics card, share the cash and everything, and hopefully put it in the computer, post that up tonight. And I think I might grab that case from my buddy, because I think it's just going to be a lot easier to sell. Got the cash. Got the graphics card, 340. So basically in the last day, what I've done is I've driven a lot, and I got a free graphics card. It's like a $200-$300 card right now. I'm not sure if it's because of miners or the performance. It's probably because of miners, but I'm pretty happy with it. The guys seem really happy. I think I cut him a pretty good deal. I think I probably could have gotten more from somebody, but he seemed like a good guy, and with the way that he was trying to do, he was just trying to upgrade his graphics card. So I'm happy with it. He was really happy, so that's really kind of what it's all about. Here's the first turn on with the RX 580 installed. It works. I didn't think it wouldn't turn on. I'm not sure if it's going to output signal, but the guy showed me that it was working, so I'm not that worried about it. Here's the final computer I'm going to flip, going to sell. I have the rest of the cash right here, $340. There it is right there. I don't want to like flex this, just proof that I sold it for how much I said I sold it for. And I want to just reflect for a second before I list this, take some pictures, and basically end this video. I started this whole thing with $50. I mean, literally $50. And I'm at a point now where I have $340, and if I can get $660 for this computer, I will have turned $50 into $1,000. And I think that it's not easy. It really isn't. I got lucky on a few things, but I was also really available. I made myself available, so if somebody was selling something that was a really good deal and a really good price, I was always willing to go get it and go get the computer, go drive out there, even if it was 45, an hour away. It didn't matter. I would go get it. And it's taken a lot of time. I mean, it's been a very stressful week. I definitely think I'm going to take a few days off at least. But if this video does well, I plan on making more. The challenge was $50 to a certain number. I wanted to get the free iPhone, but now I think $1,000 is really what I want to go to. 50 to 1,000, that's kind of insane. And I'm doing it it's Tuesday today, and I started this whole thing last Sunday. So at this point now, this is the 9th day that I've done this challenge and everything. So in potentially 10 days, if this sells tomorrow, I will have made $950. So it's been kind of amazing, pretty incredible. I'm obviously really happy making the money, but I guess it just kind of goes to show that if you're willing to do something, you're willing to put in the work, willing to do and put in all the effort that it takes to do what I did and what I do, then anything is kind of possible. I mean, I don't want to be like anything's possible. You won't be able to fly. But I think that if you are somebody out there that's trying to pay off some debt, you have like an iPhone that you're trying to pay off, maybe look into doing this. Don't do it in my area. But no, I'm just joking. Do it wherever. I'm not worried. I'm not afraid of competition. But I think that it just goes to show that if you are somebody that's like trying to pay off some debt, you have some money you need to save up, even if you're trying to buy like a car, $1,000 car, like I could buy $1,000 car from $50 with selling computers. I could do that if I wanted to. I don't really need $1,000 car, but I could do it. I think that's really what I'm getting at here, is that this whole process has taught me a lot. I've flipped computers basically since 2017, 2016. I've been doing this for years. This isn't new for me. But this is the first time I've ever tried to really challenge myself and go as hard as I possibly could for a week. And I wanted to get to $1,000 earlier. I got the phone for free within the 1 week stretch that I had set in my head. I know I never really said it, but I'm hoping that I can get to $1,000, sells for $660, which I think is a pretty fair price based on the market today. I'm going to list it for like $750 and then just get talked down to $650, $660. I'm going to really try and get to $660 because I don't want to peter out at $990 because I don't have to find something else to flip. But that's really basically the end of it. So I hope you enjoyed the journey, and let's get this posted and sold. And then if you have any ideas on what I could do next, I want to keep flipping computers. This was a blast for me, plus I'm making some good money. Like, this is good money. I would love to know what you guys think I should try and do next, like some type of challenge. I don't mind starting with a different dollar amount. That's fine for me. If you want me to start with more money, then I could potentially make more money, because on this computer right here, I mean, the first one, $50, I sold and made $250. That's not going to happen every time. That's probably not going to happen ever again, really. But on these larger computers, just because it's more money, it's like $1,000. If I can get 10% profit there, that's $100 as opposed to 10% profit on like a $500 computer. That's only $50. So let me know what you guys think, and let's get this thing sold. Okay, so I had mentioned in the last section that I filmed a few days ago that some guy I think was going to be interested in trading me for a PS5. I messaged him, and he's down to do the trade for the PS5, which is pretty insane. I mean, if you think about true value, he's getting a better deal, because to buy one of these new, it's only $500. But I think that since the market right now for PS5s is crazy, it's a fair deal for both me and him. I need to get that PS5 posted as fast as possible though tonight. Problem is, it's an hour drive, so I will see you in an hour. It's going to be pretty dark when I get there, but I think it's going to be definitely worth it by the time I get there and come back home, because I'll have a PS5 and I'll have $340, and I'll be able to get to about $1,000 is what I think I'll be able to do. All right, so I'll see you when I get the computer. There it is, the final flip. I just got to sell this. The guy just told me he sold one of these for $850, so we'll see how much I can get for. I think $600 I'll be happy with, but if I can get $750, that would be amazing. And yeah, this has been an unbelievably crazy journey. So let's get this home and get it all boxed up and take some pictures, and then we'll be good to go. All right, well, I'm home. Here's the computer. Here is the PS5. It's used. The controller was absolutely disgusting. It's kind of gross buying used consoles. I don't really like doing it. I've never actually done it before. This is my first time, and I didn't really buy it. I traded for it, but it's kind of interesting. I got this whole thing for I basically got this whole thing for somebody paying me $340. So not only is this worth $700, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but I'm also still up $340. So that's a fun thing with flipping. So if you're willing to do the work, I mean, I just drove 2.5 hours after work. It's a lot, but I think it's definitely worth it, because I'm about to make some serious money on this. So I'm gonna get some pictures taken real quick, post this up, and this will sell probably in the next few hours or by tomorrow. And then we can end this video being up $1,000 starting at 50. So I'll see you then, and let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get picture taking. Let's get physical. So it's the next morning. Unsurprisingly, the PS5 has already sold. I've gotten 25 messages from people paying my asking price, which is $700. Part of me does feel a little bit bad, but at the same time, it's just how it is. Like, That's just what it is. People are willing to pay this price. Why should I feel guilty about selling it for this price? I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not making them pay for it. They're paying for it by their own decisions. I'm obviously not putting a gun to their head. So I'm super excited, obviously, to sell it for $700. I did the math last night, and in fact, I will have gone from 50 to 1,050, which means I will have made $1,000. Not just 950 bucks plus the 50 starting. I've actually make $1,000, which I'm pretty excited about. And I think it just goes to show that, like, basically, if you're willing to work kind of like almost endlessly, I think it's definitely worth it. So I'm gonna go meet the guy in about 30 minutes here, and I will sell it. Come back here and we can do the final tally of the cash, and then that'll be it. I'll see you when I get there and when I sell the PS5, not computer, it's a PS5. For the final time, I'm in my garage and there's the PS5 right there. Driving it to go get picked up right now, and then we'll be up $1,000. That's absolutely insane. Just got the money. We'll go home, count it up, and end this video. All right, so here's the 700 bucks right here. You don't need to count it up. Don't need to flex it on you any more than I already did. So it's over. I did the final total and tally and everything. I actually have it on my phone. So if you give me 1 second. After everything was all said and done, I made a total of $1,008.53. Absolutely unbelievable. It's been a crazy ride, crazy journey. Can't believe it was that much money. Really thinking about how much money that actually is. It's a lot. I mean, people don't get paid that much in a week. Obviously, I earned it. there's a 4 years of knowledge that I've built to get to this point. I've never done this well, but I've also never gone this hard before. So it was a lot of fun for me. I learned a lot about myself, a lot about flipping, a lot about just everything. A couple of takeaways, I'd say. One, always be looking. If you're trying to do this, always have Facebook Marketplace open. Maybe it might be distracting, but it's better than going on YouTube, I think. Two, be flexible. Always be willing to go to somebody. Always be willing to have the cash in hand. Something that people get a lot, and I know I've sold a lot, is that people want you to hold it till Friday. They don't have the cash, so they lowball the crap out of you. Offer them a fair price. You don't need to lowball them, but also if they're asking 800, don't be afraid to offer them 6. And then they'll be like, yeah, that's too low. I can do 750. You go, 750 is probably a little bit too much. I can go like 680. Just let me know. I have the cash. I can meet right now or tomorrow after work or something. Let them know that you're available. That's huge. That's something that I do, and that if somebody comes and even messages me, I have a dollar amount that I need, and everybody does. So as long as you can hit that dollar amount and it's enough, people like cash. So those are sort of the tips and takeaways from this whole thing. Let me know if you guys have anything else you'd like me to try. This was a ton of fun. I'd like to do more of these. If this video does somewhat well, I'd like to do more. I mean, obviously I do more just because it makes me money, but I do it on the side anyway, so I'm going to continue to do it. Do you want me to keep filming it? I'd like to do other challenges. Maybe stick within a brand, like only buy and sell Apple stuff and see how much money we can get up to. Set another dollar amount goal. I'm at 1,000, maybe 5,000, maybe something like that. That'd be fun. Obviously, I'd enjoy doing that. And just let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was fun. I hope it was worth it for you because it's a ton of fun for me. Obviously, I made a bunch of money, but at the same time, I think that hopefully this can inspire some people during this crazy time. Be safe. I wash my hands every time I would get home. After I would do the deals, at the hand sanitizer, I'd clean everything off, disinfect it. But it's a great way to make money right now, and people want to buy and people want to sell. So it's always a good time, and never think that it's not. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the comment section. Peace out.